Today we're taking a look at some more songs that sound exactly the same according to my team, and we'll evaluate them and see, are they really copies? Editor, turn me into a monkey! First off, we have I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber versus I Don't Care by Cheryl. I'm a little suspicious because they have the same name. Maybe that's the only thing that is the same. Let's have a look.
'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah.
The crime of this song is just that it's not very good.
You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody.
Actually, I don't mind this. It's grown on me. I mean, immediately it feels like a copy because it's in the same exact key and the exact same melody. But it could definitely be parallel thinking. There's nothing like genius or unique about it. I just want to bring this into my music program and see exactly how close it is. It's how time stretched these two songs. They're very far apart in terms of tempo, so they're both kind of crunchy. And they're not that close, to be honest, but I wanted to give it a fair shake. So have a listen to this. First phrase. Totally, but... As you can hear, there's a bunch of just mishmash of the chords, and that's explained by that the chords are different. So I actually recorded them in piano. So these are the chords in the Ed Sheeran Bieber song. You can see there's 4 changes in the Cheryl song before there's even 1 change in the Sheeran Bieber song. So these are the chords in the Cheryl song, kind of fast changes. The melodies aren't even that close. There is that one phrase though, and what does make it confusing, I guess, is that it's in the same key. Another little detail you might not notice is that she actually has an extra note on her hooks. Ed Sheeran Bieber is, 'cause I don't care. And the Cheryl song is, I don't care. So that little in the end. Small differences just on that phrase, but overall, I don't think that it's a copy. Next up, we have Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo and Misery Business by Paramore. I believe she gave them credit for this, and I'm not sure if she should have. Let's have a listen. It's kind of the same chord progression, right? But it's one of the most generic chord progressions ever. After the release of Good For You, people started noting the similarity of the chorus with Misery Business. Hill Williams and Josh Farro from Paramore were given retroactive songwriting credits. According to some reports, discussions about the split were already in the talks before the song's release. They always say that though. I have trust issues when it comes to that sort of thing. Like, oh yeah, no, we already said it. And why not just sort that before the song came out then? It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, let's get it into the recording program once again. And this time I'm doing one song in left ear, one song in right ear, just so you can kind of hear how similar it is. So my feeling here is that Olivia has probably based her song loosely on the Paramore song, and there's some things that feel a little bit too close for comfort. Again, it is not illegal to be inspired by someone. I'm still a little bit skeptical that people should be giving up credits, and there's nothing like unique about the Paramore song in particular. I simplify the chords in piano. Let's have a listen. So this is Olivia's. And let's listen to Paramore's. So it's not exactly the same, the rhythm isn't the same, but the overall intention is very similar. And I would say that the vibe pretty much ends up the same, together with the melodies that are pretty darn like close. Like that's the same kind of note she's hitting. And the syncopation in there. Let's to break, but Olivia has with me. It's pretty freaking close. And then in the second part, everything changes because Paramore switches up their chords and Olivia does not. It's kind of very inspired. I can see why they gave the credit. I personally don't feel like it's that close. I kind of feel like they shouldn't have had to, but it's clearly very inspired and based off of the Paramore song, at least in the chorus. Okay, so next up we have Lady Madonna versus Sublime's What I Got. Interesting.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Early in the morning, rising to the street.
Ah!
Light me up that cigarette, and I'll strap shoes on my feet.
That's very close.
Reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money's all gone.
Yeah, that's straight up a copy. I don't even need to put that in anyway. Those melodies were way too close. The vibe was very close. I think it's one of those things where you forget that you're being inspired by songs. You kind of write the song again. I've done that many times. It's very frustrating. That's why it's often almost better if you know what you're being inspired by, because then you can switch it up the most, kind of like what Olivia did. Here we have Take My Breath Away by Berlin and Paparazzi by Lady Gaga. I kind of feel like that is the type of band that Lady Gaga might have been inspired by too.
I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby, there's no other superstar, you know that I'll be. Paparazzi.
What the heck was going on with this music video?
As you turn around, say,
Oh yeah, this is a classic.
take my breath away.
Ah, I can hear it. It's not close enough. I was almost convinced in the beginning, but the essence of the songs are very different. But yeah, totally the first phrase there. It's just basically two notes that are the same and the rhythm is similar. You can't fault Lady Gaga for that. Not a chance. For this next compilation, we have seen this before in another video series. However, there will be an additional matchup after as well, which apparently will make this worth looking at again, according to my researchers. Okay, so it's Stairway to Heaven versus Dolly Parton's We Used To. Ah! Yeah. I mean, that's straight up the same. That is just the same.
There's a lady who's sure all it glitters
Really?
is gold.
Is it even?
And she's buying the stairway.
Are the melodies even the same? What?
We used to walk through fields of green. We used to sit by clear blue streams. We used to be so happy, me and you.
Ah!
We used to do such silly things. We used to make love in the rain.
It almost sounds more like House of the Rising Sun.
Yes, we used to.
Led Zeppelin never sued Dolly Parton despite the striking similarities. I mean, especially that intro is crazy. Like the guitar intro, holy moly. Parton is a self-proclaimed fan of Zeppelin, and their only response when reporters asked about it was, "We love Dolly Parton, it's a great song." Ah, that's nice. But wait, maybe the reason why Led Zeppelin never sued was because they themselves stole it. What? Okay, so here we have Taurus by Spirit versus Stairway to Heaven. I didn't know this. The problem as well is that Stairway to Heaven has become so iconic, but the more you think about it, you're like, it's not really that genius of a chord progression. It's chromatic, like steps or whatever. At what point, where do you draw the line? Like, am I ripping them off now? But this is a very common chord progression. It's just something very, you know, I think a lot of musicians end up playing something similar learning an instrument because it's just fun to have bass lines that go chromatically. Like, that's what I used to do all the time. For example, in C major, it's very easy to want to have the bass go up, like. Like, all that stuff is just fun to play. Oh, so the estate of Randy, California from Spirit filed a copyright infringement suit in 2014 seeking co-writing credit on Stairway to Heaven. Ugh. I hate when the estates of people who have died sue for things like this. Because Led Zeppelin used to open for Spirit back before Stairway to Heaven was released. They argued that's where they first heard the riff and used it for their own song. It's not the same riff. That's just chords. The Dolly one is way closer. The case was dismissed, appealed, dismissed, appealed, and dismissed a final time in 2020. That's so recent. I can't believe that. That's dumb. So the effects of this are kind of sad, and it's turned into that the only thing Spirit are known for is that one of their songs kind of sound like Stairway to Heaven. So Rolling Stone wrote this article called 10 Best Spirit Songs That Don't Sound Like Sepp's Stairway to Heaven. Next up, we have Die For You by The Weeknd and Sitting Down Here by Lene Marlin, Norwegian singer, I believe, back from when I was a little boy.
You know what I'm thinking, see it in your eyes. You hate that you want me, hate it when you cry. You're scared to be lonely, especially in the night. I'm scared that I'll miss you. Happens every
I love this song now. It's grown on me so much.
Defending all against it, I really don't know why. You're obsessed with all my secrets, you always make me cry.
That looked like lip sync so much. I don't hear the resemblance like at all. I guess it's the rhymes that are getting people. Like blah 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 blah. That one was a stretch, I gotta say. I don't really see it. By the way, my name is Rumi. Welcome back to another video. We upload Wednesdays and Saturdays right now. I'm trying to stream a little bit on Twitch as well, but who knows how that's gonna go. We are claimed all the time, so if you want to support us and make sure we make more videos, head on over to patreon.com/RumiOfficial, where you get some bonus content as well, unreleased videos, deleted footage, all kinds of goodies if you want. And if you don't, it's totally fine. Next up, we have Eye in the Sky by the Alan Parsons Project versus Need You Now by Lady A. Okay. Is it this riff? No, what? That's not close at all.
I am the eye in the sky, looking at you.
Oh, that's closer.
I am the maker of rules,
Whoa!
dealing with fools. I can
That's actually pretty close.
It's a 1:15, I'm all alone and I need you now.
That's not super common. This like
Said I wouldn't come, but I
tonic
lost
and then up to the 3 minor and then just back. It's not that common. I want to get that into Cubase. That seems a little bit sus. So this ended up being another one that's kind of similar to Olivia Rodrigo and Paramore. They're pretty close in BPM. I just squashed them a little bit to meet each other and pitched up the Alan Parsons song, 1 semitone, pitched down the Lady A, 1.
It's a 1:15, I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't come, but I lost all control and I need you now.
There's something about Need You Now, Change Your Mind as well that feels kind of like the Lady A people might have heard the song and again kind of rewrote it subconsciously while they were writing this song. It just feels very close, you know? And honestly, I don't think that this is a super common chord progression or melody. That said, the Lady A song is amazing. One thing I really love about the Lady A song is on the need, like they hit the head voice so nicely. And I actually like the lyrics as well a lot. It's a really good song. I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose if they did it at all. It feels like they might have heard it at least.
It's a 1:15, I'm all alone and I need you now.
It hits me in the feels. But yeah, very close to the Alan Parsons song for sure. Was there ever anything said officially about the similarities between the Alan Parsons Project song and the Lady A song?
The members of Lady A acknowledged the resemblance, but stated that it was unintentional and purely coincidental. They also expressed their admiration for Alan Parsons and clarified that there was no intention to copy his work.
Well, if they're that big fans of him, then who knows? Who knows? I don't want I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but next up we have Already Gone by Kelly Clarkson and Halo by Beyonce. Okay, seems like the Kelly Clarkson song might have been first. I mean, the tempos are different. Is it just the chords? No, it's gotta be something more.
Remember all the things we wanted. Now all our memories, they're haunted. We were always meant to say goodbye. Remember those walls.
It's just that it starts with remember.
They tumble it down. They didn't even put up a fight.
I don't think I hear it.
Didn't even make a sound. I want you to know that it doesn't matter where we take this road. Someone's gotta go. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded.
They're very similar vibes, for sure, but there's nothing to like point to, and the tempos are different.
My saving grace.
Very generic chords and stuff. Both songs were released in 2009. Both songs were co-written by Ryan Tedder. Okay, there we have it. Same vibe, makes sense. Halo was released before Already Gone, but Clarkson's song was finished and prepping for release by then. Kelly Clarkson got upset with Ryan Tedder and confronted him when she found out, but he claims the two songs are very different. I mean, they are different, but they're very close. But you can hear this with a lot of songwriters, like pro songwriters, that they will write very similar music. It reminds me of, there was a bunch of songs in the 2010s that Max Martin were involved in that I thought sounded similar. They just sound like they come from the same session, and like the instrumentations are similar. If you want an entirely unique song that doesn't sound like anything else, maybe you shouldn't work with writers that write for a bunch of other artists. Maybe that's a little bit of a hot take. I'm not sure if I believe that myself, but it's like, I don't think they're that close. I don't think she needs to be upset about it. Okay, here we have I'm Yours by Jason Mraz and Introducing Me by Nick Jonas. I think that is from the Camp Rock movie. I'm very familiar with the Jonas Brothers discography. So I'm gonna say right now, these are very close.
Well, you done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. I'm good at wasting time.
Kind of different tempos.
You rhyme and you're not asking, but I'm trying to grow a mustache. I eat cheese. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing gonna stop me but
Again, it's pretty generic, but I feel like it's quite clear what's going on here.
Win some or learn some, but if you wanna know, here it goes, gonna tell you this.
Da, 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 you gone done it. Like, there's even cues in the melodies that are extremely close. I think this one is actually more uncomfortable than most.
Part of me that shows if we're close, gonna let you see everything. But remember that you asked for it.
Oh, da, 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 da. There's just like little things where it's so clear that like they go for the same cues, the same melodic cues. I don't love it. That one hurts. That's unfortunate. Here we have Sad But True by Metallica versus This Means War by Avenged Sevenfold. I can hear metal bands being inspired by Metallica. Let's have a listen. Oh, is it the riff? I almost don't feel like you can copyright riffs. That's not even close.
Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm
This genre is just so samey, man.
face again. Armor in the shadows.
Okay. This feels close for sure.
You know it's sad but true. Sad but true.
Wow. Inspired, probably not that close to me. I feel also like the building blocks Metallica are using are generic building blocks that are in a million songs before them. You gotta kind of like get to a level of originality before you can feel like someone steals from you. Those particular parts, like that riff, like those riffs weren't even close. And like, I like Metallica. I like Metallica a lot. There's so many great songs. That was not very interesting. Here we have Lust for Life by Iggy Pop. And we have Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet. He is kind of scary. Isn't this like a Motown beat? I don't think any of these bands came up with this. This was in every commercial for a while.
You look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. I say you look so fine that I really wanna make you mine.
The amount of distortion on that vocal mic.
Come on, get your kicks, now you don't need money when you look like that, do you, honey?
I mean, I can hear it. They might have been inspired by the instrumentation. I don't hear anything in the melodies that like stand out to me. It's fine. Not guilty. Click here for my video on the top 100 singers of all time. Let me know if you agree. And if you don't, I just have one thing to say to you. Will you marry me?